Welcome. This is a recording of adults playing or talking about tabletop games. This means that adult language and/or themes may occur within that could be seen as inappropriate for younger audiences. Thank you. Where we left off last time, you guys entered South Station and realized that everyone was dead.
Hotel Transylvania. Sorry.
Shh. Sorry, John. I will keep her under check.
So you guys went down in the South Station and realized that basically everybody got turned into meat jelly in some way, shape, or form. That or human pin-cushioned. And as you were down there, you were suddenly surrounded by and taken prisoner by an elite team of Templars in power armor. Specifically, the one that was of major import, her name was Leah. And she was captain
I thought
of
it was
the Templars.
Mary.
No, I screwed that up and then I corrected myself.
Yeah, Mary is
okay,
one of the
okay.
people that was judging us, right?
Yeah, one of the
My
seven.
bad. I couldn't remember.
Yeah. So Leah is captain of the guard, and she was the one that took you all prisoner. You all were then escorted through the day back to JFK Memorial Station, and there you were walked through the underground city to a replica of the Boston courthouse, and then placed on trial in front of the seven. When basically instead of having a extremely long trial, they have a person called the Inquisitor, and he's technically the Master Inquisitor, and he basically said that he was willing to, he would take each of you to a separate room, and he would interrogate you. Nothing like with like needles or knives or anything like that, but he would ask you a series of questions and he would get the truth out of you. However, to make things look good for you in front of the court, in front of the seven, you could be tried in front of everyone in the room. And all of you decided that that was the best thing, that you guys had nothing to hide on that situation. Overall, things went well. Matthew came in to assist you all and to vouch for your group as a whole, letting them know that he, who carries what seems like some major influence within the Templars, that he would vouch for you guys, and actually he put his neck out on the line as basically being responsible for your actions while you're in the Memorial Station. So, after the Inquisitor did his really creepy soul-gazing thing and asked you a series of questions, he said that while not all of you were true to the faith or good people as a whole, you weren't lying. And that was the important thing. And that you guys could basically go where you needed to go. However, besides, I think Roland was the only one that honestly was viewed as a true Templar and free to go wherever he wants. The others
Wasn't
of you,
Ren on probation?
Ren's kind of on a probation. Basically the rest of you, and he grouped Ren into that category, need to stick with Matthew, and that he's responsible, and if you guys do anything bad, he's responsible for dealing with it, and you, and that he can have the same punishment dealt to him based on your actions.
I thought it was just me.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
I def.
And Steven cut out for me.
Skype just froze.
Yeah.
Skype just roboted out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Try again, Steven.
My Skype is frozen like 3 or 4 times, and I was just saying that I remember it being only Ren 2 that was on probation because Zach did like his failed performance check, but he didn't actually fail the Inquisition.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Right. Okay.
Maybe we just didn't understand the subtext.
Yeah, it was.
Well,
it
technically, they're not
Well,
Templars, so I can understand if
they're
they're like.
not. So basically, the
true.
way that it works is that they're not Templars, and while they're in a 100% Templar station, they need to have basically like a quote unquote sponsor to watch over them. However,
Okay.
In Ren's situation, it's much like their situation. That's normal. Like that's not anything uncommon. But in Ren's situation, her being a Templar and them saying that Matthew's responsible for her is pretty bad as far as Templar things go.
Yep, yep,
Um,
yep.
Because
how are we
during
handling Flowers and Biscuits? Are they like technically with us and we're just ignoring it, or?
so Biscuits was never with you. He never linked up
Oh
with
yeah,
you
I guess he
guys
would have
yet.
failed. Yeah.
And I had a method, I had a way to bring him back if he showed up tonight, but I doubt he is.
Wasn't he like trying to figure out what that effigy or whatever was?
He's
Okay.
trying to figure out the effigy.
He's researching.
As for Flowers, he is with you guys, and I'll basically run him until there's a good situation to make him feel that he needs to spend time elsewhere apart from the three of you.
Okay.
All right, this is all explained to you guys. You're still in the courtroom with the seven there, and the Inquisitor retakes his seat, and they all look at you, and Leah seems pretty aggravated at this point, because you guys just kind of outright, called her bluff to a point, and now she doesn't have answers. And so she looks at the seven and she goes, "Fine, so they didn't do it. But that doesn't solve the problem about what happened at South Station."
Can I
And
volunteer
I'm
to
just
go?
jumping. Sorry,
check it
go
out?
ahead.
Why don't we go check it out? I mean, we can spend a day or two here, like restocking and like rehealing, and I think my health is still pretty low. But other than that, why don't we get back to full health and go check it out?
Matthew perks up at this and he says, "I agree. Uh, this crew can obviously handle it." And he looks over at Leah and he says, "And I'm sure the captain of the guard has better things to do than run around to other stations investigating this kind of thing. You know, like figuring out what's going on here." And you can see that she visibly turns like a red crimson through anger and embarrassment when he says that.
Ho, 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 ho.
Isn't Matthew like the ultimate nice guy? I mean, if he wants to piss her off, then fuck her.
Matthew is never like the ultimate nice guy, but he carried a truckload of weight in North Station, which is where you all are from. He was
So he's a
basic,
badass, generally on the side of good.
yeah. He's.
Okay.
I mean, he is a Templar through and through, and there's never been a question ever on his faith or his loyalty within the Templars. But he's also an extremely high-ranking Templar. Not at like the level of like the Seven or Leah, but if one of the Seven got like offed somehow, he probably would be on the council. He's like that. He's like prepped and ready to take one of the Seven's position.
Shit, let's take him and figure out what happened to that station. After we heal up and Kiro gets. Oh, Kiro, did you get your spiked gauntlets?
Yes,
That
she
was a
did
while
get those.
ago.
That was at the last station. That
Yeah,
was
that
at
was at the
Arlington.
last station.
Oh,
Um,
no.
So
I need to turn my gauntlets in holy, but that might not end up happening.
so when he basically volunteers you guys and agrees with that idea, you hear Mary, and this is the right Mary, not the wrong Mary. This is the real Mary, which is the girl with the nice fur outfit on the bottom. the brunette with the gray eyes. You hear
Hot
her.
chick,
Yes.
number 3.
All my badass women are hot.
Uh,
I'll find some ugly women for you for random situations.
I need to be the hottest one in this game,
Uh-huh.
sir.
Okay.
Oh, is Ren a hot 6'10"?
I don't know.
I don't think we I think you were above average. Wasn't that how we kind of explained you on the look scale, Ren? That you weren't like goddess level or
Sure.
hot, but like cute. I think we kind of said
Yeah.
cute. Because you're a little bit butch, because you're like a fighter.
Punchy. Yeah.
But anyways, so Mary perks up and she says, Matthew, is that really what you want to do? Especially in your current... And you can see her like kind of pause and like try to figure out how to say, and she goes, condition? And you just like look at him and he kind of like, you can see like the muscles in his brow furl for a second, just like a brief second as he kind of like frowns. And then he goes, of course. Just because I can't swing my axe anymore doesn't make me any less capable.
Well, it makes you as less capable as swinging an axe does.
Do you say that out loud?
What is he? Should we do a combat situation?
Isn't swinging an axe mostly like gravity, though?
Yeah, just get it up high and let it drop.
What is this, Pika, that you linked?
I am curious though. So how would it be a political way to ask that? I want to say like.
Oh my god.
Well, I mean, if how fucked up is the dude? If he can't, can he swing his axe right now? Is he really like completely incapable of entering combat?
So he's wearing a sling. Remember?
So he's got one hand, right?
Right, and he's got one hand, but you haven't like you only know because it's been told to you that this is what happened. You haven't like seen inside the sling or anything weird like that. But he's definitely in a sling, and there's just bandages everywhere around.
All right. Well,
his
he can hold a gun.
I mean,
or
it's only been like
sword,
a week, right? Since like we thought he died. I don't know how much time has passed.
Time-wise, you're like 2 weeks-ish.
Okay. So, I mean, getting eaten by giant hellhounds and surviving, I think would take him a little longer than like 2 weeks to heal up.
He can use a pistol or a short sword or something, so I guess we may as well bring him along.
We'll watch his back. No worries.
Yeah, never mind.
We got this.
I do want to heal up though, because I'm still pretty fucked up from destroying Ren's house.
I agree with that. Ren's house, breaking Ren's house was hard.
No, I don't remember.
I
but
forgot about my house. Thanks, guys.
When you guys were captured, they took all your weapons, right?
I
I don't remember listening to that
stuff.
portion.
Wait.
They took your shit.
Yeah.
But only
Actually,
your
I don't know
weapons. They didn't take everything. They just took the weaponry.
Oh, I thought they took all of our stuff.
No, they
like,
frisked you
like
down and
bags
took
and
all
the-
your weapons.
As I recall, I currently don't have my saxophone.
Do I still have my mask?
Right. No, that they would definitely have taken from you.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
I just wanted to make sure so that we can roleplay that portion of it.
I mean, I'm sure they gave me all my stuff back, right? Because I passed with flying colors.
Right. Well, that's what we're gonna play. So
We're still in the courtroom.
yeah, you're still in the
just-
courtroom, and this is all going on. And so Matthew kind of has this whole little like, I can still fight, kind of concept, and
Tis only a flesh wound.
yeah. So he looks
Sorry.
over at Leah and he says, "So, how about you give them back their stuff and we'll be on our way. Obviously, they'll need some rest and stuff. I'm sure. And he kind of looks over and he goes, "You guys don't look like you've had enough sleep lately."
It's been a
could
while,
definitely use a
2
nap.
weeks.
At which point, Leah kind of like tilts her head to one of the guys in the power suits that escorted you guys in, and he starts laying out your weapons in front of you on the charred table. And Ren, when he puts down the sword and the mask, you hear from like he's kind of staying in front of you, but you can hear from the seven. Hold on a second. Bring me that sword.
I didn't kill him.
Where did Sean Connery come from?
We talked about this last time. I actually remember a whole argument. Like, I remember this part.
Remember, he doesn't remember as much.
And I remember a certain Steven saying, actually, I listened to the audio, and Deckard Cain does kind of sound like Sean Connery. So,
it's true.
This is a thing. It happened. This guy is Sean Connery in like an additional like 80 years.
Every game.
Every game, it's gonna get brought up that my Deckard Cain sounds like Sean Connery.
It's not bad. Sean Connery's like has a sexy accent.
Oh, don't worry. The next thing you
He
know,
got famous off his accent.
I'm gonna make you guys get locked in a jail called The Rock.
Hey, Zach, can I ask why the big girl from Borderlands is?
Because we were talking about what my character looked like.
Exactly. Well,
that is not what I pictured.
Kiro was complaining about the the attractiveness of all the female characters. So I threw that one up.
Right. So, anyways,
not what I expected.
So Ren, right before you like go to reach out to get your stuff, the Templar pulls back your sword and turns around and walks over to the seven, and lays it down and kind of reaches up and places it on top of the dais that they all are seated at, and he says, "How peculiar." And you see him reach forward and his withered hands pull the blade apart, and like he looks like he shouldn't be able to lift a heavy object. Like he looks like if he stepped wrong and fell down, he'd break every bone in his body. But like he easily like pulls this great sword from its sheath and starts inspecting it. I totally need to.
Does he say what he sees, or?
Hold on. I just.
This
realized.
Is Xenophon, right?
This is Xandalfon.
Oh, Xenophon. Ghostman.
And he goes, Xandalfon, an angel blade. And he looks right at you, Ren, and he says, "Where did you get this?"
From a man named Sebastian.
And he willingly gave you an angelic blade. Did he know what this was?
I believe so.
I can't imagine anyone giving a blade like this freely.
Well, that's a long story.
We're not all as selfish as you.
Oh.
I did not say that out loud. ...
He says, "Do you understand what this blade is?"
No, I've been looking for information actually on that and the mask, and I'll point at the mask.
He says he looks over at Matthew and he kind of says, "She has a blade like yours." And at that point, kind of Matthew kind of looks over at you like, "What? Like, why do you have this?" like kind of thing.
The fuck?
And the Deckard looks back at you and he says, "Have you figured out how it works yet? What it can
do?" Not really.
Kind of.
So he didn't bestow it upon you. He just gave it to you.
No. Like I said, it's a long story. And I'd rather not talk about it in front of everyone.
In present company.
Yes, in present company, yes. Thank you. Better wording.
Very peculiar. Well, it is not mine to take. Please give it back to her. And he leans forward and hands the blade back to the Templar guard, who walks it back over to you. He says, "As for the mask, visit me at some point, Matthew, with her, and we will figure out what exactly these two objects mean for her future."
I'm gonna say right now that
For
we
my
should probably,
future.
yeah, we should prioritize visiting him about your weapons and your mask.
Yes, please. I've been
Let's do
wanting
that like
to
this
know
week,
more.
yeah.
Yeah.
You at that point you hear Mary she leans forward and taps Deckard Cain on the hand, and she says, "Deckard, as exciting as history and magical items are, we all have a lot more pressing matters to deal with. So if we don't have anything further for these four folk, we should let them go and move on to other matters." And you see him, and he kind of gets flustered a little bit, and he's like, "All right." At that point, Matthew kind of looks at you guys, and he's like, "Let's go." And at that point,
Let's go.
he motions to one of the groups of guards, and he's like, "Don't forget to uncuff the other three, because the three of you are still cuffed at this point."
Oh, I thought we were uncuffed because of the Inquisitor thing.
I think I'm the only one that was like fully cleared. The
Because
rest
they
of you are
did some
still-
sort of hand wave and it like uncuffed us
Oh,
all.
that's right. The Inquisitor did do that, so we'll skip that part. I'm still
Okay,
trying
I
to
was like,
remember
what?
everything that I did last week. And then you guys, Matthew pushes his way through and out the door, leading you guys outward. Gesundheit.
You German?
No, but it's a lot cooler than God bless you. So what's the plan? You guys wanted to get some healing. You wanted to see Deckard.
Food and rest, please.
I think we should heal up and either check out Ren's crazy ass weapons or go check out what happened to all those people that got pulped at South Station.
Okay.
That plus ammo, please.
Oh yeah, Zach needs ammo. I forgot.
Alrighty. So you guys, you mentioned to Matthew that you could use some medical attention of some sort, and he nods and guides you through it's a couple minutes of walking through these underground tunnel areas, because it is basically almost like a city underneath in this
How
area.
big is this station? Yeah, I was gonna ask.
Yeah, so the original station is only like a single layer. But like if you remember like last time how I talked about how like they basically built like a city underneath, and like there's different layers, like different floors that have these buildings connecting between them and stuff like that. So it kind of creates this very odd, like almost like web work of buildings underground.
Okay.
But it's
Oh.
very big. I'd
Neat.
say it'd be like 6 square blocks, city
Yeah.
blocks, big.
Hmm.
Underneath in this area. So a lot of the walking and stuff is they built this a lot more out of necessity than like finesse, you know, in its structure. So a lot of the time that you guys do the walking, it's not necessarily like having to walk a long distance, but it's like going up a level and then going across and then dipping down one level to go inside a building, which then takes you up like 3 levels to where you need to go. It's like
So
that.
like
I
a
mean, what are we all
weird-
doing right now?
Huh?
Metropolis.
Yeah, it's a very odd like movement metropolis, and that you can see as you're traveling that there's a lot of construction, which means that they're probably like trying to make it all work a lot better than it is currently. But I mean, it's been 13 years, and there's a lot of hard at work construction going on underground in here.
So are we heading to learn about Ren's equipment, or are we
You
going
guys
right
are
back
headed
to South
to a
Station?
first aid station.
Oh yeah, I forgot we were all jacked up.
Yeah.
Free heals.
And Matthew's guiding you, and when he comes through, he leads you all into a station, and it seems like basically like almost like identical to a hospital, except for like instead of like you know how like there's that entryway where they're like they make you fill out all the paperwork and stuff for like your insurance and all that kind of bullshit. Like you can just
Outpatient
see,
area.
yeah, you can just see that there's just like an immediate like triage location, and like you can see like as soon as you walk in, like two people, a male and female, walk up wearing scrubs, and they say which one of you are here for attention?
I mean, they call three
All
of
of
us,
us.
right?
Yeah.
Matthew kind of like tilts at the three of you, and like all three of you raise your hand, and she quickly kind of does an assessment, and she's like, you station 1, you station 7, and you station 8, and directs you to the given station locations. At that point, like you kind of have to go onto like you sit on like one of those like stationary kind of gurney things, and each one has a like what seems like a doctor, and one that has like a nurse. The weird thing that you see with them is that while one has like the doctor scrubs kind of like feel, like wearing a mask and has their hair all underneath that weird like beanie thing and like all the scrubs, the nurse of them, which varies in the genders, is actually wearing robes.
Robes or ropes?
Robes.
Oh, well, it's probably
So,
like a
like-
faith-based healing, right?
Is it like a magic thing? Oh,
Yeah, like a
Foxy
cleric.
says hello from Mexico.
Bastard.
Steven says you're a bastard.
So
Although I guess he could hear that.
maybe he's not like listening in. Oh, he said it.
He's
in
saying it on my stream.
Got it.
I almost missed it because I was drinking at my pool, so I can't imagine being in Mexico. I would definitely have missed.
In case you guys want to.
Okay, so
Tell him shit.
they direct them and Foxy there, and Foxy's actually pretty okay. Flowers is okay, for the most part, and at that point, like when you start to get checked out, what seems to happen is that the doctor, one of them, inspects and starts like writing down your wounds and cataloging like severities and depths of cuts and stuff like that, asking you like how long ago did you receive the injuries, etc., like a very routine thing. And once it's all done, he says okay, and the nurse type person in the robe steps forward and clasps your head in each of their hands like around your temple area, and starts praying over you, and you can feel like this like warmth of
What?
I was
holiness.
gonna say, is it like lay on hands?
Yeah, it's basically like a lay on hands kind of thing. And they start praying over you, and you can begin to feel that like anywhere where there's like damage to you, you can feel it start to like tingle and like become like really hot, like an icy hot. And then like you can actually like Zach, you're probably the worst one off, right? Zeke is
Probably.
Yeah, I'm
You're
like
muted,
down like 20. Oh, I'm in. No, I'm not muted.
no, Zeke is.
Oh, Zeke.
Oh, I'm down like 20 health, so he's probably more fucked up than I am.
I'm in sub half.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're way more fucked up.
So like it's slightly unsettling because you can actually hear your skin knitting together.
Ew.
What kind of sound is that exactly?
Shut
I
up,
need a
Foxy.
demonstration.
I'm gonna say that it kind of sounds like crumpling paper,
Ew.
like a kind of like a crackling, because like you got to think like I mean, basically you get it like you have the scab, which is probably what you're kind of you have the like these nasty like matted bloody bandages, right? And then they remove them, and then like you let's say some of the wounds kind of reopen or they're just kind of like gooked together, and then like you can hear and feel it, like then it goes to the pink flesh and then it like scars, and it does like it all in like a couple seconds, and like doing what would normally take like months of healing and then turns it into like a 2 minutes of healing is quite yeah.
Foxy's being an asshole.
Well, then he should be over. He should be here then.
He's like, I can see palm trees from my couch, and it's a lovely 80 degrees, and I have breakfast on the beach. And I'm like, shut the fuck up.
It's snowing.
So anyway, so that's what happens for the healing process, and then once you're back up to full, and all of you are back up to full, obviously.
Radical.
They pull away from you to go there. All done.
Domo arigato.
At that point, Flowers walks over. When you all rejoin, Flowers goes, so ammo, right? Ammo and sounds like a great idea, right? Right?
I like ammo. Ammo is good.
Okay. You can see Matt go, nods and says, follow me, I'll take you to one of the supply stations. There's one at every major entrance to the station, so...
Would they give us ammo, though, if we're like...
Okay, I'm sorry, John, you said we have our health back up to full, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So he quickly takes you to...
shit, I have 550 health. There we go.
He quickly takes you over to a supply station, and you can see that it's like there are quite literally like, now that you're kind of understanding how the movement and stuff of the place works, he like quickly kind of shows you by taking you to one of the checkpoints that every single checkpoint in the entire city is a supply station. At which point...
Every checkpoint is a supply station?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you said?
This entire place is basically armed to the teeth.
Right.
It's a lot of arms.
Yep.
I didn't see where the rest
At
of the
which
bodies
point...
are.
Is this the station with all of the relics and stuff that get sent to it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I couldn't
This is
remember.
the main station, right?
Yep. This is one of the big ones.
Okay. Cool.
So anyways, what do you need, Zach? What does Zeke need?
Zeke could use some shotgun ammo.
Shotgun ammo? Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't you need like a secondary or something so that if you run out of ammo?
Well, he's got a
I have
pistol
knives now.
Oh,
No, I don't have a pistol.
I thought
yeah.
they took the knives back because you fucking stole it off of Templar bodies.
That was not mentioned at all.
no.
Yeah, don't mention that part.
I thought they knew.
No, they just confiscated all of your weaponry. They didn't necessarily like confiscate that's not yours kind of thing. So let's see here. Shotgun carries 3. Let's see here.
That's my ammo.
I'd say you get 21 rounds of shotgun ammo, Zeke.
So plus 21.
Yep.
It's like the most ammo you've ever had.
Almost.
Hey, John, can I go back up one more round? Because I've only used one full magazine. Can I go back up to 30?
Yeah.
Oh, also, Percy, I'm reloading the other shotgun. Both shotguns are having nothing but normal rounds in them.
Normal rounds. Okay.
Can I grab a first aid kit from this station as well? Because I think I don't have any.
If you do not have a first aid kit, you can get one from the station.
Okay. Thank you. Oh, I do have one. Never
Well, now you
mind.
got two.
Can I make it 2? I will grab another one if I can.
Nope.
Can
Only
I
one.
trade out my fucking
Only one?
blanket for a sleeping bag?
You can trade for that at a location, but
Yeah, I have literally a wool blanket. I feel like the Templars would supply me with better than just a shitty fucking scratchy blanket.
Hey, wool is warm. Dang it.
yeah,
And it's
I mean,
like winter time now.
Okay, we are in Boston, yeah. I still no, they have sleeping bags that are rated to like negative 30 degrees Celsius. Like,
yeah, but those also come from pre-destruction of Boston.
Foxy says I need 9mm 45 ACP.
well, he
I
should have
think
been here tonight.
Comma. Get me that Plox.
If you
Can
guys
not
would like
Skype,
to
man?
trade for stuff, you can do that.
Hey, I got leather armor I don't need. Does someone need that, or is there some cool thing that I can trade for? Maybe like a whetstone to sharpen my stuff up.
So if you guys are going to be doing trading, that's going to be a different location. It's going to be in the marketing district. They have a trade
Oh.
district area.
They have a market. They're
Yeah.
that fancy?
Yeah.
Market.
It's a big ass station, right?
Yeah, it's a huge station. So they have like a bazaar kind of spot in the city, the underground city of this station, that you guys can go to trade and whatnot. You guys want to go there next time soon?
Can I get a bigger
Sure.
shield?
Possibly.
Well, yeah, let's go.
Okay.
I'm down with that.
So give me 1 second. I need to pull up my conversion ratio sheet because we have a different system than usual. Now I need to find all of your weapons, tools, character gear. There we go. Okay. Okay, so first thing that we should, because this is not something we normally do, how much what did I call it? Trade?
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering where the hell you went.
How much trade currency do you guys have?
Wait, trade currency? What?
I've got like
No, that
all those cans of food, my leather armor, and I
Oh,
guess
no.
if we're trying to find sleeping bags, I got that blanket.
Okay, so
Yeah, I mean, I have
leather
rope, a
armor.
flint, a flashlight, rations. Like, I have important shit. There's nothing really disposable I have, unless they want to take my pistol that I never use, that I totally thought I would.
Is it? It's just regular leather armor, Ren?
Whatever that starting armor was. So yeah, I guess.
Yours, that's... Okay, hold on. Fuck me. That's on a different sheet. Of course I put that on a different sheet.
It happens.
Fantasy
It
Age.
happens.
Armor. Where are you? I just need to know what... Holy magic.
I hear that scrolling. I hear all the scrolling.
Okay, leather armor is heavy armor for Chaos Gate. Heavy armor.
It's heavy armor?
leather. It's heavy leather based on the rule set that we're using.
Huh. All right.
Now I just gotta look up what.
Can I get some like knee pads? I'm just in like some shorts. Maybe some winter gear, a scarf.
Okay, that leather armor is worth 30 trade.
Where's my leather armor? The fuck?
Okay. I don't know.
So you know those cans
So-
of food that you guys got? How each one
Yeah.
is worth 1 trade?
Uh,
Basically, that leather jacket, that leather armor that you have, would be worth like 30 cans of food.
oh shit. Maybe I should save it in case my Kevlar like destroys itself.
I think your Kevlar.
Is that a thing that can happen? Like Kevlar can like disintegrate after a while?
If like you encountered an animal that like, had acid, and they
Like a rust monster or something.
yeah, kind of like a
Yeah.
rust monster from like the old D&Ds, like acid, or if something caught you on fire, it could burn away your armor. Your armor could burn.
Oh, maybe I should hold on
Um,
to it.
That's actually what happened with Sebastian when you guys basically like royally like shot and stabbed him like a billion times. Is that you basically destroyed his armor?
Can I trade my medium shield and like an angry glare for a larger shield?
And an angry glare. So to upgrade, if you traded your medium shield for a heavy shield, you would have to trade the shield plus 30 trade. So 30 cans of food to do.
Can I like wash dishes or something?
You can bargain with a vendor for that kind of thing.
Oh yeah, I will totally like do like I mean, what's my shit worth? All I have is a rope, a blanket, a flint and steel, a flashlight. I mean, I have a sword that provides light. I'll totally trade my flashlight. What's all like? What's the various trade worth of our shit?
Well, basically that's why I'm asking is what do you have worth of stuff amongst you, and then the next question is are you sharing? Like, are you guys making this a collective pool, or are you doing?
Well, we're not communists.
Well, I mean, like, like, are you pooling it
Wow.
together and then kind of like, hey, I could totally like use like 30 of this. Is that cool? Kind of thing. Versus like
I mean, I would-
individual.
Well, yeah, if Zach's out of ammo, I'll give him my pistol. But I feel like right now,
I mean, I'm cool with sharing, helping out, whatever.
Okay,
well, you're losing here because Roland doesn't have shit in his inventory.
that's why I'm
I know.
asking. Is Roland has not been around for.
Well, I've missed a lot of the loot too, so
Because I think that
I just got stuff that I don't want to trade, like the sword and things.
think. Background. I'm
Oh,
checking to see what Flowers has.
Oh yeah, let's trade all his shit away.
For some
Flowers,
reason,
we're taking your stuff.
Yeah.
it's not like he's here to defend himself.
For some
Oh,
reason,
it's
he's
Yurik.
still
Hey, Yurik.
supposedly running around with something.
Whoever Yurik is, I was thinking the same thing.
Foxy, you can always trade sexual favors. Flavors.
Flavors.
So you guys, so he's got 2 trade on him, so he's not carrying anything major.
I don't know if demons are into that, but maybe there's a market somewhere in Hell's Gate.
Okay, so
I could see Pika doing it because you're like a star, trading in sexual favors.
Yeah, let him perform and get us some free shit.
I guess Foxy says fuck it, sexual flavors it is.
I don't even want to know.
Foxy, all I gotta say is Jolly Rancher.
It's tuna.
Did someone ask what's in the can?
No, it says, hey, what flavor of ice cream is that?
Uh-oh.
Ren, does your thing automatically censor curse words?
Certain ones, yeah, I think so.
Oh, well, I apologize. I will censor my language. I feel bad now.
Don't worry about it. I probably
Lol.
should just censor it.
Biscuits is fucking rolling in trade, and he's not here.
I know.
Take some of his shit.
He's the one that's picked up everything.
He's picked up almost everything. He's got
What has he picked
grenades. He's got a bunch of your canned food.
that
He's
he
got he
uses?
took almost everything that Ichabod had.
Yeah. He took everything.
Yeah, he took
Can I,
everything
like-
that Ichabod had.
Go to a Templar armory and get a bigger shield? Like, do I need to trade for it, or?
That will
They
protect
if you went to a Templar armory, you could probably like get a discount, but a lot of a lot of the way that the Templars do things is like they standard issue you a lot of stuff, like a sword, a shield, generic armor, you know, first aid kit, rations, kind of thing, you know, the blanket. They give you like a set amount, but if you want to get better shit, you got to trade it. Like that's up to you to improve. However, if you move up in ranks, you know, that's where you can get like free shit that's better quality because they basically you're more valuable to them per se.
Okay, well, can I go talk to the leader about their horrible strategy for arming their troops? Like,
I mean, that's
Give me-
pretty standard, though. Like,
no, fuck that. Give me a tower shield.
we're all fodder.
If you join the military, you don't get an M16 and then you have to pay for a grenade launcher. Like, they equip certain people for certain roles. And we're getting sent off to a very specialized mission, so we should have specialized equipment.
Well, technically you do. You have a medium shield versus a light shield.
Oh, alright. Well, then...
You
I'll have to trade
actually
sexual
you actually
favors.
have more advanced stuff. Because remember, at one point in Roland's history, you were a higher ranking official within the Templars. That's why you have a holy sword versus a regular
Wait,
sword.
I've been demoted since my highest point?
Yeah, remember, like, in your whole storyline, you were, like, on the up and up, and then, like, after everything happened, you kind of, like, slacked off and kind of stepped back from the Templars, so you
Oh, I had no idea I got demoted. I thought I was just kind of
you basically said, listen, I can't do this anymore.
Okay.
So, like, you basically went from, like, being, like, a leader to, like, a warrant officer kind of thing. Like, where, like, you're still there, but, like, you just don't carry all the responsibilities that you used to. You know, you
Makes
know,
sense.
it's like classic military. They promoted you to
Yeah.
a position that, like, keeps you out of the way. But that's
Okay.
why you have a holy
So-
sword. That's why you have a medium shield. Because at one point you were a higher ranking officer, and so some of your stuff is of a higher level.
I'm happy with that. If none of us have any money, why are we in the market?
That's
wanna
why I was
get a
asking how much
whetstone.
money you guys had.
Can I get
Anybody have
something
anything except
that
me?
I can sharpen my blades and the spiked knuckles and things with?
So,
I will trade some flares. I have 3 flares. I don't really need them.
hold on. So you're wanting like a whetstone.
Yeah.
That is.
I mean, I have flint and steel, but that's not really.
So that is like a tenth of a trade. So basically, like
3 flares?
no, your whetstone. Flare.
Is a tenth of a
It's
tenth of
basically
a.
it's like a minor trade at that point. You basically,
Oh.
I mean,
You could
basically,
steal it, nobody would care.
if you're trying to like kind of understand like a canned food is like
It's
$10.
like a rock.
So like every trade is worth like $10.
Okay.
To buy a whetstone is like $1.
Okay.
Or I guess I should ask, do you guys want me to just do a currency system? Do you want me to convert trade into money?
Can it be like demon ears?
I'm okay with leaving it as it is because it's, I guess, more realistic to the world.
Okay.
I
I
kind
don't,
of,
I don't know
kind of
about
agree
everybody
with Kiro
else.
in that respect. So
Okay, so we're gonna keep a trade. So yeah, so basically, do you want to like? So the way that trade's gonna work in this world is like you need to like they don't have like like it's not like you can say, all right, I'm gonna spoon out some canned soup into a bowl for you that pays for a whetstone. Like you can't do that. So basically, their mentality is like when you're asking, I want to buy this whetstone. He's like, okay, and like because you need to increase what your purchase is to equate to one trade. So like, for example, like if you wanted, you could trade one of your flares because a flare is of same value to a whetstone.
Yeah, that's fine.
Basically, it's minor trade. And so they match.
Does he have like some sort of polish and stuff so that it was just stuff that I can take care of my equipment with? So like a whetstone and I guess polish and like I don't know exactly what people use to clean swords and stuff with.
That would all come with it.
Oils?
The whetstone and like the different oils to use with the stone.
For a sword, all you need is oil and a sharpener.
Yeah, so that all comes with it. That's like it's like a set. Think of it like a gun cleaning kit, except for it's like a gun.
No,
it's
I
like
didn't know
sword
that's what it
sharpening
was.
kit.
So yeah, that's fine. That's
That's what we're
really
considering it is for this. Is basically it's a full kit to take care of your blade.
Okay, that's all I need. So one flare for that.
Yep. Remove a flare, and you can add like sharpening kit to your inventory.
Is that something I should? I'm gonna do that too.
Okay. So if you have, do you have anything that you need to trade, or you have a flare?
I have a flare. I was
They
gonna
have
do.
a sweet sleeping bag,
Sleeping bag.
travel pillow.
That would be 10 trade.
10 trade. Okay.
How much is the wool blanket?
A blanket is 5. So if you traded out your
And
blanket,
a flare is.
one?
flare is less than it's a tenth of 1.
Oh.
What about rope?
Rope. Cord. Where's rope? Rope. How many yards?
20.
2 trade.
Okay, and flint and steel.
A tenth a trade. It's the same as like a flare.
And flashlight.
One
How
trade.
about this horn of the Houndmaster? I'm just kidding.
Wait, did you say 10? Did you say the flashlight was 10 trade?
1 trade.
Oh fuck. All right. Well, I can't afford a damn thing. Can you afford anything, either of you?
I can, but I kind of want to hold on to my thing because if my Kevlar gets fucked up.
Oh no.
Do you really want that sleeping bag?
Me?
I mean, Boston gets cold, and a wool blanket is not that helpful. I really would have liked a nice, like, heavy-duty cold-weather sleeping bag.
Well, the rule of thumb, at least like when I played D&D games, is buying high quality stuff in general can be offset with buying multiples of a lower quality thing. So like ideally what you'd want to do is like purchase like 2 wool blankets, and then later when you can afford like 3 wool blankets, trade 2 wool blankets for a bedroll and buy a 3rd blanket. That kind of
Can
thing.
we get a bedroll? How much is a bedroll?
10 trade. It's
Oh, shit.
that's a
It's the sleeping bag.
That's a sleeping bag.
Oh, okay. Nah, I'm gonna hold off. Actually, can I get winter clothes?
Yeah. Hold on. Let's go to clothing.
I actually don't know what my character is wearing, really. If she's wearing shorts and a t-shirt or whatever, but I'm assuming
Kiro.
like some boots.
Kiro, how do you plan on saving the world when you're not wearing any pants?
That's how you save the world, you know?
Okay, so you're wearing basically like normal
Just like traveler clothes.
Well, yeah, but like a hoodie sweater kind of like level of like warmth, you know?
Right.
Like we're not talking like ski jacket kind of
Yeah.
thing.
And it's getting into winter because it's been snowing and shit.
Yeah. It is. You are full winter in the story.
Okay. Yeah, I would like to get some winter gear.
Okay. Are you looking for
You know,
anything
I feel
specific?
like he wouldn't have made this a big deal until we all started talking about it, and now I am broke as fuck and have no winter gear. So I'm gonna freeze to death while you guys are all comfy and cozy.
Well, I will be comfy and cozy. And maybe biscuits.
She wakes up
Yeah.
wondering why no one woke her up for her shift and realizes that everyone are icicles
Everyone's
around her.
frozen to death. I do want to get. Can I get a sweet anime scarf that flows dramatically in the wind?
This is super comfy.
A pair of good like hardy boots. I don't know how like shitty
Your
my
boots are
shoes
good.
are. Okay.
That's a thing that the Templars would make sure they really gave you good of was boots.
Okay.
A good pair of boots is important.
A good pair of like utility pants, like cargo pants.
You have that. That's
with
part of your
pockets and
uniform.
stuff. Oh, okay.
Basically, like assume like
a-
if it's
a
normal
nice
clothing of any
jacket?
sort. Yeah, like okay, if you wanted like instead of a sweater, you wanted like an actual jacket. Now we're looking at cost.
Okay.
So to
Yeah, I
go,
want like a. Fuck, let's get like a sweet leather
if you're
jacket
gonna get a jacket, that is 4 trade.
for with my hoodie. It's how much?
4 trade.
I will exchange 4 cans of food,
Okay.
and I will add that leather jacket.
It's not leather. It's just a jacket.
Oh.
Not
Oh, I thought it was a leather jacket.
No, leather jacket's armor. That's minor
is
armor.
it?
Hmm.
Oh, okay.
That's what I think Zeke's wearing. Aren't you wearing a leather jacket? Yeah.
Warm jacket. 1.
Yes, indeed.
Okay. Do they
Would
have
you
nice,
like to buy
like,
Roland a winter jacket?
nice wool socks?
Please.
You have wool socks. Socks are nothing special.
Okay, yeah, sure. I could buy him some socks. Or buy him some
That would be
socks.
another 4. No, I'm saying the jacket. That would be 4 trade for you to get Roland a jacket.
You don't have to do that. I'll tough it
I'm
out.
gonna have to go back to the library and grab some more cans of food at this
Yeah.
rate. Now I have like 20 cans, so
I have
I'm
7
alright.
daily rations.
I have 3 daily rations and 21 cans, so I'm okay to spare 4 cans for a jacket.
Oh, well, then I will appreciate that.
Did I get my sweet anime scarf?
You would have to
That
trade me a
billows-
flare for a scarf.
I will do that. And I'm gonna write anime scarf in this list. Sweet
Why? Because it's like super extra long and it blows
anime
stupidly in the
scarf.
wind.
Yes.
I like this scarf. You should wear
And it better not get caught in shit.
What?
Better not be running through
Is it-
brambles then.
I
Minus
don't know where.
for
How.
the cans. Ugh.
It's very your style.
So I'm at
Was I-
17
muted?
cans.
I'll have
Oh,
to
you're
talk
fine.
Over them. Sorry.
Alright. Anyone else need anything? Cloaks, hoods?
I don't have any fucking money, so.
I bought you a jacket.
And I'm
Enjoy.
very grateful for that. I
Weapons
thank you
of any
very
sort?
much.
Do you need to buy yourself any weapons or upgrades for your weapons?
It would be
Ooh,
it would be
upgrades.
appreciable if I could
What?
have a large shield.
I doubt I can afford anything,
I
but
thought you
what-
were gonna go talk to the Templar people to see if you can get one.
Yeah, I think
What
I'm
is
just waiting
going
till you
on
guys
with,
do your.
with my chat? Uric and Foxy is saying a lot of shit. What is this?
it's because he's
His
not
dog's
playing.
very noisy but
Oh
hilarious.
wow, that's a lot of talking.
Can you mute for just one
What up? Frick.
What
Cost
kind of upgrades?
shotgun me.
So in this kind of circumstance, really, what I'd be looking for is what do you want to upgrade on your shotgun? Because like right now you have 2 shotguns. So because I don't have it in front of me, so like if you wanted, like you're at the point where like you could possibly trade like a shotgun. You know, like you could trade, because I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Like you have 2 guns, 2 shotguns. So like what you can do with that is like you can trade one for, or trade them both for a better shotgun. You know, maybe has like a larger, like, you know, ammo load. But you
Better
can also, in general, you can buy like a front guard. You could buy like maybe something that makes it so like you can have like a faster reload for your ammo. You know, like a side. You know how like shotguns have that like side stock that holds like the rounds.
Mm-hmm.
You could get
Shit.
you could get a sight for it, like
Get
a
a
reflex sight.
chainsaw. Get a chainsaw attachment.
If you wanted to pay a little bit extra, you could attach a bayonet to your shotgun.
Have a bayonet and a flashlight attached to my shotgun?
Yeah, you could totally get attachments to stuff, but you just need to tell me what you want so I can kind of figure out based on the list of like costs for stuff what you'd be looking at to do
That
that.
bayonet attachment would be useful because shit likes to run at your face, man.
Well, he has to be close to use a shotgun, so
Yeah.
a bayonet.
true.
That's why I wanted the knives, and I don't necessarily need the bayonet because
Yeah, how
I
many
can just
knives
quick
did you
draw
pick up?
knives.
I remember you picking up
5.
many. Yeah. Okay, so hold on.
5.
So you have each one of like hold on. Okay, so each one of those is 9 trade.
What the fuck? Really?
Yeah.
Wait, what is 9 trade?
My knives.
Oh,
Each one of the
It's
knives that he
knives.
picked up.
Are you fucking kidding me? I shouldn't have been trying to stop him. We should have each been picking them all up.
Yeah, you guys should have been
How many
stuffing
did he
those in your
get?
bags. Huh?
How many did he get?
I got
5.
5 of them, so that's
Just
45
5.
trade.
Well, fuck.
And
All right.
You would have had
So let
more
him
too
get
if
himself
you hadn't
out, yeah.
stopped him.
Yeah, I would have just kept like it was like, how many knives could I get? That's my
Just
stuff.
ethically, I still have a problem with what you did, but practically, thank you.
Oh god.
Okay, so what are you wanting to do there for
This game is ruining us. Like,
Yeah.
I learned so much about people through tabletop games and where their moral ambiguities are.
I go with the practical approach. Okay, so pretty much. Okay, so I could. So I thought you came up with a list of upgrades for or things or. God dang it, I can't talk. So, if I want, because I thought. Excuse me while I figure out how to English. God dang. So
is
the.
English?
Yeah, no kidding, right?
So like I don't have like a list like a specific list of like these are the 37 different things that you can do to your shotgun. But like I do have like you want a reflex sight. What does that do to your weapon? You know, like
Yeah.
like I know that kind of stuff. Like if you want a reflex sight, huh?
Zach, would you rather have a choke that makes the spread tighter so it's more deadly at a longer range? Or would you rather soften the barrel so it has a wider spread but is less deadly at longer range? Do you want a larger magazine? There's only so much you can change the bore, but then you probably have to change a different shotgun. Like, what do you want to do to it? What's your end goal?
I have no spread. It points straight down the middle.
Well, I mean,
But that's what
are
it
you
says.
firing?
You can
Are you
alter
firing
it.
slugs? Are you firing shot? Are you firing bird shot? Like, what are you firing out of
Yeah,
it?
because like you can look at
And
like
how long's the barrel?
because like realistically, like just to keep mechanics normal in this, I'm not gonna say I don't want to go into like sawed off like shotguns kind of thing unless you buy a gun. I don't want to go into like I don't want to deal with spread too much.
I don't-
Okay,
I
so
don't
you
blame
can't
you.
get a choke
But-
and tighten up the spread on it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do like that kind of thing. But
You know
like
what
I
you
would
should do?
I would use ammo to do that. That's what I've kind of been doing with you guys is like ammo is your major variation of the weapon. So like if
So we're
you-
gonna trade realism for you not having a nightmare of stuff to keep track of.
Yeah, exactly. So basically,
Okay.
in my mind, like if you want to have spread, Zach, like if you, I would basically say like you're now looking at rock salt and birdshot. It's like basically
Okay.
like you can buy ammo that would not like instead of going 3 long, it would like go 2,
Yeah, hang on.
but it would be like a square box of 4 in
You
front
can
of you.
Huh,
shoot
okay.
rock salt?
What?
You know, like that would be like how I would handle
That's
bird
what I'm
shot
playing.
for
Gotcha.
you know for your gun. Basically, you're
So-
giving up distance to hit.
Okay,
a spread.
breaks. As long as
Well,
it's not
yeah.
the-
Well, earlier you were saying that you had better variations of guns, as well too. So just like I think you said there were
Right, like if you
That-
wanted like a bigger magazine shotgun, like instead of like right now you have a hunting shotgun. If you wanted like a police issue riot shotgun, that's different.
it. So that would just that
That's a cost.
That
because
would-
basically you're buying a brand new shotgun. But you could trade
Yeah.
one of your own shotguns to lessen the load.
yeah, I'm just trying to think of.
Holy shit, Dave.
Mm,
Am I still paused? Or oh no, they can hear me. Sorry.
I don't
What
know.
are you doing?
My girlfriend is a horrendously unorganized mess, and all of her jewelry is in one big fucking pile of chains that I'm trying to fix. Yeah. So you guys talk about your sales. I am broke as fuck, so I will sit here with my sword and wait until you guys figure it out.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know of a lot of things to put on a gun.
Okay, so for you, the first thing I'd
You
say
should
is
tape a pistol to the bottom of it so you can shoot him and then shoot him with the pistol by lifting up your
so
shotgun.
like the first two that I'd probably recommend is add a bayonet to your gun, because now you have a melee weapon attached to the gun that you're already going to be carrying.
Yeah.
Or you could do it to both
So-
of them if you wanted. Like,
Also, Ren is inexplicably in a gang.
because you
But-
already have knives, so like it's not a tough extent to ask someone to weld a blade onto the side of your shotgun,
Okay.
kind of thing.
I'm in a
Um,
gang?
If
What?
you're
I
gonna
don't
do
know.
a-
You should
if you're gonna do another upgrade,
Shit.
I would
Oh.
probably recommend that you do like a reflex sight, which would
And-
increase your accuracy, so you get a +1 to hit.
Ooh. Which. After that last fight, would be totally.
You've been having
useful.
a lot of issues with accuracy, bro. You should
That's
definitely
No,
why
get
I
some
brought that
help.
one up.
Yeah.
Perception's my highest thing too. Hmm. Okay. So how much would putting a reflex sight on my shotgun be?
That would be 35 trade.
Wow.
And it is interchangeable. It's basically an
Can I just
attachment
say
that
that
attaches to a rail.
In the future, we need to make sure that we loot a lot more shit so that we can get some trade.
I've been looting everything I can.
Well, I've not. All I've
Yeah,
done is
usually-
kill shit. So
Usually it's like Pika and Biscuits that loot, and then they share with us.
yeah,
well,
I'm-
Ren, you and
so-
I need to focus on getting rich.
So just so you guys know, that Raven mask that Biscuits is running around with, 75 trade.
What the fuck? Why is it worth 75? I'm confused.
It gives him night vision, and it's
Oh,
a
it
gas
does?
mask,
What the fuck? Alright.
and it's all in one, and it's aesthetically pleasing. But he doesn't get any bonus to the cost of it for aesthetically
Probably
pleasing.
smells like shit in the, when he puts it
It
on.
smells like pure evil on the inside.
Can we kill something before I kill my girlfriend for making this mess?
Got it.
Look,
I think
It's-
you need to go to a bar in the game. Jeez.
it's like
I-
75 things just piled together.
I guess I'll put try and bayonet my shotguns then.
Yeah, bro. Bayonet your
That-
shotgun and then
So,
stab my
so we
girlfriend.
can waive the blade fee because you're gonna use one of your blades.
Yeah.
But the smithing cost for that would be. Let's see, you're in a Templar base. Roll me. What's
Take some of the unknotted stuff.
11?
Can you like
Does-
talk him down?
That's
in
what I'm
price
gonna have
too?
him do for me.
Doesn't Kiro also have? Couldn't I just ask Ren to smith
Communication
it for me?
bargaining. Would
That's
be...
true. I could totally smith it for him.
True.
Kiro, or Ren has
You have
smithing.
smithing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could
Can
totally
I
do that.
attempt? Oh, I might destroy your shotgun now.
Yeah, do you have gunsmithing or just smithing? Because
I have
those are different
Smithing
things.
counts.
I have
Smithing counts.
blacksmithing.
We're
I
not,
guess
Let
she's
me
not
go
doing
look at my
them.
character thing. My blacksmithing is my strength, so it's 5 plus whatever the focus is. So I can try.
Yeah. So it would. Zeke,
they
it would
allow
cost
me to
you.
use his,
It would cost you 2 trade worth of materials to allow Ren to basically do this.
Okay, I can do that. If
Okay.
Ren is that per gun?
Per gun. Basically, this is the materials besides the actual
I think
blade
so, I'm gonna do
itself.
one. And I guess
Give
I only
him,
need to do it on one because quick
Or-
draw. Okay.
4 flares.
Well, I have cans of food I can trade.
Okay, so you're only doing it to one gun?
Yeah, because I can quick draw. If I need to use a melee weapon, I can quick draw the one I need.
Right. Okay. Ren, I need you to roll me a smithing check.
Ah! Oh, hells yeah. Do I need
yeah.
to roll it twice or just once?
No, just
the
once.
once.
Okay. You're
And I
welcome.
lose a knife.
Yeah, so basically, Zeke, you lose a knife. So
What you
attached.
got,
So I don't know
deadly
how you
weapon.
want to catalog this. But your shotgun now has a melee capability that would equate to.
Would it be like a sword or would it be like a bat?
It's more like a dagger. It's like because it's
Oh.
basically a knife attached to his gun. It's treated like a knife.
Yeah, but it's gotta be like spearish, right? Because he can
I don't know.
shove that shit at stuff.
Right.
Like, you got more weight
So
behind it.
your it basically it kind of fits between a spear and a dagger, at least as far as weaponry. So it's a 1d6 plus 2 plus your strength anytime you stab with it,
So that's for accuracy.
and that is an accuracy use.
1d6 plus.
Can I ask what Matthew's doing while we're spending like hours wandering around the market while South Station is just like
He's
falling
walking
apart?
along with you. It's
Okay.
his job to
Well,
watch over.
we're not taking hours. I mean, we got healed up and then we're at the stand, like
and
talking
he's
to this
kind of
guy
guiding
for
you
like
guys, and
10
Okay.
minutes.
Did you
But-
say strength plus?
It just seems like
Um,
hours because we're discussing it. Hey,
yes,
Danny!
it is a strength
Dead
move.
brain!
Okay, so 1d6 plus 2 plus strength, which is 2. So 4. And then the damage roll is what?
No. So that is the damage roll.
Oh.
The perception is, or to hit with it is your perception bonus, just like your gun. Like you know how like your gun, like your shotgun has it's the same as your shotgun minus 2 because you're actually specialized in your shotgun.
Okay, so 3d. So since it's a 3d6, so it'd be 3d6 minus 2. Oh no, that's what do I have? 3. Oh, okay, never mind. I'm derping really hard here. I'm sorry.
I was like, what?
Never mind. I gotcha. I'm misreading everything. So
Okay.
1d6 plus 2 plus strength, which would be.
Yeah, that would be the damage on the bayonet.
You can.
This is really it.
So and then the attack. That's just.
Steven, you know, with that wad of jewelry, you need to be the good boyfriend and buy her a nice jewelry stand.
Box.
So that
Do
it
you see
drapes.
do you see the dresser behind me? It's covered in jewelry stands. And I was the nice boyfriend that untangled it all. I cannot be held responsible for her not using the jewelry stand.
Okay.
My entire room is covered in her shit. She has
So-
plenty of space.
I literally have I own literally 4 necklaces and I have
Is-
like thumbtacks in a wall and that's it. I don't
I'm
have
very
any.
jealous of you. That is not her situation.
So I don't know
She
how
owns 4
bad
necklaces.
this.
No, I appreciate you guys trying to help me be a better boyfriend, but in this instance,
Girl,
it is not
Sit
my.
there untangling her jewelry and telling Pika to upgrade a shotgun to kill your girlfriend is not the best
Well,
thing to say.
Just because I want her to be shot doesn't mean I don't love her.
Ah,
Well,
right.
you don't have
But-
a specialization for your shotgun.
So he can't shoot her because he doesn't have a specialization.
I have for firearms. I think is that.
I feel like Kiro and I are having very
I'm
different
looking at
conversations.
your character sheet right now, and you don't have any bonuses for your. That's why you're having so much trouble. Is like I'm gonna pull up just for fun's sake. I'm gonna pull up Flowers. So his SMG, he gets a +6 because he's got a 4 accuracy and he's trained in rifles. You only have a 3, so your shotgun is just a plain 3. Your bayonet would be a +3, so I'll do that for you. So
Okay, I wasn't.
so basically, your ability to stab with a bayonet is the same skill level as your shotgun.
Because if you look down, I got Roland, Lightblade, Staves, Firearms is what you told me to put there.
Danny Crane has a 3D printer. His requests are coming in.
Where am I reading this? That you have this list? Is
Right
this on
below
your
the bayonet.
talent tree?
You told. Oh, but did you just move that?
Yeah,
'Cause
I
I
was
didn't.
looking.
Oh. So this page. You told me to put it down. So right under where I have
Right,
the,
that's
the,
just
the
what you
bayonet.
know how to use. It's not what
Okay.
what you're specialized in.
Okay,
So like you know
gotcha,
how like you have
gotcha.
like yeah, let's go back to the character sheet. So like see in your communication you have performance and investigation, which are
Oh wait,
which
so
are
he actually
focused.
has a thing there.
He actually has one that's rifles,
Okay.
which gives him a +2 anytime he uses a rifle, and you don't have one
Gotcha.
of those. That's why he's so. That's why he never misses. It's because he's quite literally has an accuracy 4, and then he gets a +2 to because he uses a rifle.
Gotcha.
So he's
okay.
always getting a +6. So in your case, you're just getting the flat accuracy.
Gotcha.
But if you
Okay.
trained in like light blades, for example, then your bayonet would be an additional +2. And that would be for any light blade. That'd be short swords, throwing knives, daggers, bayonets, all those kind of things. You'd get a +2 in anytime you use them.
Gotcha.
But
I feel like he would have already been trained in that because of shit.
Nope. I'm.
So that's how that works. Okay, now that
I don't know.
we solidified all of that, what's next on the agenda? Is anyone else doing any improvements? Ren, are you wanting to try to make your knuckles holy?
Sure. I can try that. How do I do that?
Well, you take a
Okay.
hole punch and.
So
Oh, oh, oh.
if you guys are wanting to take the time, you can try to do it yourself, or you can ask someone to bless it for you. But it costs money if you have them bless it.
How much would it be to have
Well,
someone
no,
else
no, no. Can't we just you do it and we'll hand wave away the time because we don't care
Well,
how long
basically,
this
I
is.
make her roll, and if she does a certain, basically, I test to see if she can do it, and if she can do it, then we do a test to see how long it would take Ren to do it.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't care how long it takes.
So Ren, if
Long
you
as
want to
that-
spend the
Well-
time to make your knuckles holy, we can do that, but it could
I
take time.
I would, but I would like to talk to Deckard first.
Okay. Right, and the other thing is like technically you could hire someone else to do it. That you know, the Templars have
asking how
holy
much it would
blades,
be.
like, you know, kind of thing. Okay, so
Well, I want it
so
to be my blessing though, because
Right.
it is my shit.
it is
so,
your shit.
Yeah.
So to Deckard.
Yeah.
Why not?
All right. So when you say that, Matthew, he looks at a watch of his and he goes, yeah, by the time we get there, the 7 will be adjourned. I'll take you to his chambers and we can wait outside for him. He then proceeds to lead you
okay.
back to the courthouse area, and instead of going into like that courtroom, he leads you to like a separate area where there's like basically like offices kind of thing, and one of them like kind of charred,
Bless you.
engraved in the door, it says Deckard. And you guys sit on a bench outside for a little bit, and until you see old man Deckard slowly kind of like shuffling forward, not limping or anything, but you know, that old man shuffle towards his door. And
Like the Six Flags guy?
no, because that dude dances. It's kind of the like I poop my drawers shuffle. Steven
Wow.
knows.
A little bit.
What?
No, I've not pooped myself in a very long time.
Right.
Anyways, so you guys get to when he comes forward, Matthew immediately stands up and kind of tilts his head forward in a slight, bow of respect towards Deckard. And Deckard goes, "Oh, I wasn't expecting you this early. Please, come in. Come in." And you see him unlock the door and open it up and lead you into his office. When you get into the office, it's like basically the entire place is just layered in books and papers. Like there's no section of the walls at all that don't have books. There's all the normal like places to sit are just covered in books. The floor has papers everywhere, and it's like you actually have to like use the tip of your shoe to kind of like brush aside spots to like walk through to kind of like maneuver around in his office. And his desk is just piled with these big ancient tomes. Who's carrying Robert at this point in time?
I think I still am.
That'd be Ren. Yeah.
Ren still had him.
Ren, I need a hearing check from you.
That's a 12.
Okay. You hear kind of just barely. You hear him whistle. He goes, and then he goes.
He can see out of the bag.
And you hear him say, "What I would give for an hour in here."
Okay.
Is she
I
the
don't,
only
I
one
don't
that
say
hears
any.
this? Is she the only one that hears that?
Yeah, because she's carrying him. It's really, really quiet.
I'm
At
not
that
gonna say
point,
anything.
Deckard goes, "Have a seat, please. Sit down." And then, like, he kind of like realizes that there is no spot to sit. He's like, "You can move the books. It's okay."
I sit.
Okay, so
I
you
guess we
you
all
move some
do, right?
books. Yeah.
Like I sit.
Matthew is the only one that doesn't. He actually stays kind of near the door, and leans against the wall a little bit. While you're having this discussion, he says, "So, what can I do for you?"
I wanted to know more about Xandalfon and this mask.
Yes.
And I'll put him down, like, I guess, on the book/table in
Right
front of him. Sort of gently, like, trying not to disturb the books.
He goes, "Yes." Excuse me. Xandalfon, quite a blade. One of the angelic blades. Not many of those come through our station. What do you need to know about it?
Anything and everything you can tell me about these, actually. I'm very interested to know.
So, Xandalfon is what they call an angelic blade. While we, the Templars, have great faith in the Christian God, we have never actually seen an angel. However, a few years after the initial invasion that brought us all beneath the ground, blades began appearing with the names of angels on them. These blades, while we did have holy weapons, these held incredible power to the wielders that they were bestowed upon. If you ever known the old legend of King Arthur, one could think that Excalibur would have been an angelic blade. Or the idea of Masamune would be an angelic blade. They always have some...
Masamune.
Masamune...
Japanese samurai sword?
Yep. A very, very
Ah,
famous
okay.
Japanese samurai sword.
Yeah.
Oftentimes, if you think about it in history, many of the great legendary figures of the Christian faith had great swords. Charlemagne and King Arthur were just but two. And one can assume that possibly, if everything about them was true, that they were bestowed um, those swords for our purposes. In keeping with the faith, we call those that carry these blades and have unlocked their power to be saints, because they have the blessing of God itself within their hand, doing His will.
I'm looking like really guilty as he's saying that.
Okay.
Like really pained, like, ugh.
They always bestow something of particularly powerful magics or to their user if they have the faith to truly carry them properly. I do not know of Xandophon. However, the names that the blades carry are directly related to an angel. Xandophon, in his history, as one of the angels, was the messenger between humans and God. So I don't know. Who did you say originally carried this blade?
A man named Sebastian, who was at the library by what was that station called? It was in Arlington, in the southwest. I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm sorry.
Not Copley. Where's my handouts?
The one that I own
Kenmore.
and Manny and stuff.
It was
were
Kenmore
from.
Station.
Okay.
That
from
sounds about
Kenmore
right.
Station. From near Kenmore Station.
Very interesting. I don't know of this Sebastian, but
He had some sort of battle with another man named Ichabod.
I do not know of this Ichabod. Quite the comedian with the concept of Ichabod Crane.
Can I interject?
Yeah.
As a former librarian and scholar of biblical bullshit, I have remembered that Xandophon was famous for being a really tall angel. So it seems fortuitous that our really tall Amazonian friend has his sword.
Wasn't the other guy really tall too?
Sebastian?
Wasn't Sebastian really tall?
Sebastian was very
Okay.
tall.
Quite.
Xandophon, yeah, Xandophon the angel is famous for being tall as fuck.
Right.
And I know that.
That's
because I
why
was a
he's able to
librarian.
carry the prayers of humanity to God, is because basically he is the height.
His head reaches heaven.
His head reaches heaven.
Yeah, so Ren, I, as Roland, know that you don't pay attention to all that shit because all you like is punching stuff, but I paid attention, and you should know that.
Bless you. Well, I'm gonna ask Deckard, like, what happens to someone who it was not bestowed upon?
Well,
Like a holy relic, I guess.
we've never really encountered that. At least as far as our order goes, we collect all of the angelic blades, and we bestow them upon true and deserving bearers, like young Matthew over there. However, if that was to be the case, one could expect that they cannot or are incapable of wielding the true power of that angelic blade.
Okay. I kind of want to talk to him alone and like tell him all this stuff like in confidence, you know?
Okay. So you can do that in two ways. You can ask everyone if they'd be willing to give you a moment alone.
Okay.
Do you want to do that?
Sure.
Okay, so like I think Zeke, how do you feel about that? Are you okay with that?
I'm gonna ask him if he wants to come to the armory with me and find a bigger shield.
With his lined pockets.
Yeah. I'll distract him. You steal the shield.
Oh Jesus! No, he would just rupee him.
Zeke, you're muted.
Yuck, yuck, yuck.
Listen, I am okay with that.
Okay.
I have sleight of hand and some dexterity.
Okay, so the two
No,
of you
the
are...
shield that I want you to shield, the shield I want you to steal is like fucking 6 foot tall. So we'll have to create some serious drama.
Okay, so you guys are gonna go and try to find a big shield for Roland. However, Matthew, he says, well, if they're gonna go do that, Roland's free to go wherever he wants. So, Roland, I'm gonna trust Zeke in your presence, and you make sure that he doesn't get into trouble.
Okay, well now I feel bad.
And, but
dot.
Now I'm the
says,
asshole.
and he says, however, Ren, I need to make sure, especially with Deckard here, and he says, no respect, Deckard, but I am responsible for these folks, and so no offense,
No, that's understandable.
no offense, Ren, but I feel that I should be here for this.
Okay. I am
Don't give up
super
that
unhappy
easy.
about that, but okay.
Make
I
it
just,
stand
like-
far enough away you can see you but not hear you.
Well, we're
It's not
inside
like-
of a place, aren't we?
You're inside of an office.
You and Deckard can whisper.
Whisper, whisper, whisper.
Nah, it's okay.
Okay, so for this purposes, this is just Ren and Deckard and Matthew for this.
Yeah.
The rest of you, we'll say Flowers. I'm gonna just say for just because I have to explain where the fuck Flowers is, that he's currently trying to figure out how to finagle money to upgrade his gun maybe he was window shopping and he found a really nice hunting rifle, like a bolt action hunting rifle, and he's currently like licking the window trying to figure out how to buy it.
Licking the window.
He's kind of having a moment to himself right now because he's so excited about that hunting rifle.
Oh my.
He
It's
keeps
a solid decay impression.
huh? Yeah. So we'll
Yes,
say
a lot.
that he's currently window shopping and masturbating over guns.
Jamie's
Much
not
more
in
so.
chat anymore.
Aw, that's unfortunate. Don't
He
worry, it's on
wandered
the
off to
recording.
get pizza.
I'll
Yeah,
link
he
it
wandered
later.
off to get pizza or something.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys go back off to find a shield. Matthew closes the door and walks over and sits down in one of the chairs that's nearby you, and he kind of looks over and he says, "Ren, what happened?"
I'm gonna be like, it's like I said, it's been a long couple of weeks, and then I'm gonna tell them about Ichabod, about how we left North Station, and we hung out with Matthew at the bar, and then we thought he died.
We hung
and then
out with
we-
Matthew at the bar, like he totally didn't lose his hand.
Right, but I'm just saying, like we went to the bar and all, we lost track of him because of the whole Hellhound situation. We ended up at the police station, and we ran into Ichabod, and there was the whole issue with how they took all of our shit, and the only way to get it back was to help him, and we needed it for North Station, and so we went to help him. We ended up at the library. Pretty much all of that. And then
So are you telling him basically everything? Can we hand wave this and say that you're telling
pretty
him everything?
much, yeah. Pretty
Okay.
much up to the point of how I got the stuff. How I got the mask and the sword.
Okay. Is there anything you're not going to tell him?
The skull, I think. Yeah, I'm not gonna tell him about Robert.
Okay. The books?
I will. Well, that's part of the whole story is that we had to help him. So
Yeah. Well, if it's
mention
not the
about-
skull,
I'll
then it's
mention
gonna be
about-
about the books.
right, I'll mention about the one of yeah. Fuck it. I'll just mention. I'll tell him about the books. Fuck it.
Okay.
About the 2 books, not. So the red and the blue one, but not the gray one, I guess.
Okay. So when you get to that point, like you can see like the just the overall shock of like what happened, and then just absolute horror when you explain that you killed Sebastian. Like particularly in
Well, I didn't kill him.
well,
Flowers did it.
you all
Yeah,
not
yeah, yeah,
Roland, but
Yeah, I don't know anything about this.
And I'm
Yeah.
saying this, and I'm like really fucking like feeling guilty and shit, and
right.
like being.
So wait,
But-
if I'm
obviously-
understanding correctly, they betrayed the good guy, right?
They
Pretty much.
never
The
really
Templar.
gave the good guy a chance. Let's be honest.
I
He
tried.
tried to basically explain that like they were about to do something absolutely terribly evil, and
I'm
they
gonna kind of throw Foxy under the bus, though. I'm gonna be like, I tried to stop the battle when it was clear that basically Ichabod was dead,
right.
and Foxy.
Sealed the deal.
Basically, yeah, he just didn't. I don't know, wouldn't
Killed
stop.
Sebastian
wouldn't
in
stop.
cold
Yeah,
blood.
Pretty much, he couldn't stop. So
Right. Okay. So you can see them like kind of like interested in the story, and then like when you start explaining like the conversation and like basically the argument over these books, you can see them become very grave about the information that they're being told. And then when you basically say that Foxy like cold like just plugged Sebastian.
oh, he's gonna be in jail now. Oops.
You can see both Deckard and Matthew just like they're almost slack-jawed. And you can actually see in Deckard like through the wrinkles you can see tears come from his eyes.
And I'm like super just like stricken, and I'm telling him like, this is really hard for me to say this, but it's been a really shitty couple of weeks, and that's only half of it.
But Deckard is outright like it's not like sobbing, but tears are coming down his face and then getting caught in his beard at this point. And
Oh, shit.
he just looks
I
at
made an
you
old man cry, guys.
and he says, "The 4 of you killed a saint." And like he's I don't even know what to say. That is one of the most heinous crimes the Templar Order can possibly imagine.
Whoa, I have been not paying attention. What's the most heinous crime?
That we killed
Ren
Sebastian.
outright admitted that the 4 of them assisted in killing a saint.
Ah, well, I am not involved in that.
No,
so
you're
when they
not.
get executed.
Yeah.
So if they all get executed and have to roll new characters, can I keep Roland?
Yeah, you would be fine.
Okay, cool. Well,
Yeah.
you guys have
I
fun.
might have just fucked us all. Sorry, guys. But I'm in a situation where my character is like, has been walking around with the guilt, and now she's like, I'm fucking just gonna lay it all down on the line.
I want to make
That
it
gets
clear.
me- And I'm like, if that gets me excommunicated, then that gets me excommunicated. But
I think that might
we
get
did
you
what we did 'cause
executed.
we did what we did because,
He
We
wasn't
thought
very
it-
nice.
well, we thought it was right at the time, I guess.
That's a big.
But it's been a major weight, I guess. I don't know how to. I'm so glad Foxy's not in chat right now. He'd be so mad at me. And I'll even say, like, I'll take responsibility, like, for what's happened, you know?
But you threw flowers under the bus already, though.
Yeah, but it was my fault for not being able to stop him at the same time, and I was a part of the whole situation. So that's kind of what I say. Is that I had the opportunity to stop what happened, and I didn't.
I think
While all this is going on,
Yeah.
Roland is just doing like some fucking combat, like close combat training. I am totally separate, far off away. Like,
well, you guys
you weren't
are
even- you weren't
currently
even with us
getting
at
No
getting a,
connection.
trying to get a shield.
oh yeah, I forgot Zach and I were gone. All right,
Yeah.
So at this point,
how guilty was Zach in this situation? Did he kill any
I
good
was actually
saints?
gone during this
Zeke
session.
actually was
Okay,
passed out.
so-
So realistically,
Zeke-
Zeke is 100% clean in the
Zeke
story.
and I are buddies. Zeke and I are buddies off getting shields and saxophones.
Stealing from the Templar Order a tower shield, while Ren is basically throwing everyone
As-
else under the bus.
As far as crimes go, me having a strong desire to have a bigger shield and him a strong desire to have a nicer saxophone, not that bad.
Yeah, petty crime,
Neither of us have murdered any
killing
saints
one of the most
recently.
powerful members of
Yeah.
the Templar Order.
Zeke and I are just chilling. We're hanging out.
Yeah.
Well, I might have just fucked everyone. I guess.
At this
my
point,
bad.
Deckard goes, Matthew. Mary needs to hear this. Please get her for me. So Matthew's gonna run out and he's gonna go and get Mary, and at that point we're gonna put that on pause and we're gonna cut over to
shit.
Zeke and Roland.
Guys, I'm dead.
Tower shield
I'm dead.
So
There's my brass knuckles for me.